And it's Thursday night, and that means it's News9 Sports in the Go. Don Sloan, Bill Phillips at Seven Rangers Entertainment. The guys behind us, the Franciscan University boys basketball team, the men's basketball team, they're going to take on Bill tonight. You ready?
Yeah.
Axe throwing. We will be throwing axes on tonight's show.
Time out. So we have a basketball team, but we're going to throw axes and not shoot basketballs.
You'd have no chance in a basketball contest with these guys.
Oh, I'd take it.
So I thought we would do something.
See, I can say that because I don't have to prove it now. I'm just going to throw axes.
Any of you guys ever throw an axe?
Anybody throw an axe? All right, we're all in the same boat together then.
So you might have an axe to grind.
I might.
With me, possibly. Well, also, the menu tonight, I've already ordered.
Yes.
I hope you like, and if you come down tonight, buffalo chicken wraps.
Don ordered with no onions, no peppers.
No onions, no peppers. Plenty of buffalo, plenty of chicken. They're telling me to wrap up on that. Okay, the NFL season's over, and we start now with a Mike Nogay, attorney-at-law, opening statements. The Philadelphia Eagles shocked people. They won the Super Bowl and beat the Chiefs. That's history. Billy, who wins next year's Super Bowl?
Well, you know what the funny thing is? The Eagles are the fourth seed in terms of picks out in Vegas. The first seed is Kansas City again because they think they've got an easier chance to get back. I'll tell you what, Philadelphia with the dominating performance they had against Kansas City, they could be back. But my pick is going to be this one. I'm going to go with my team, Washington.
I saw that coming a mile away.
I know you did. Washington or Detroit. Those are my two picks.
I think the Eagles make it back, and they lose to, you ready? The Buffalo Bills. I think the Buffalo Bills finally get it done.
We didn't see that one coming.
No.
And you know why we didn't hear Browns or Steelers? Because they may not even be in the playoffs. Steelers have to figure out who's going to be the quarterback. They have to get that solved before they can worry about anything. They don't have it solved right now. Justin Fields isn't the answer. Russell Wilson isn't the answer. I don't think they make it. I don't think they even win a playoff game if they get in. And the Browns, that's a mess.
Billy, Ohio State and WVU. Will one of them or both of them make the NCAA tournament?
They both have 15 wins right now. They both have 7 games. I think they both have to go minimum 5-2. I think Ohio State's big hurdle is if they can beat Michigan, that'd be a huge win. They don't stumble against Northwestern, and then they have to go to L.A. and get a win over UCLA and USC. They do that, they've got a chance to get in. If they don't, I don't think they make it. West Virginia, they basically have to run the table to get in or get some help when they get to the conference tournament.
A lot of the projections show them both in right now.
Yeah.
But WVU, Ohio State, a bad loss to Nebraska.
Yeah.
WVU, a bad loss to BYU, a team that they're battling. And WVU, though, as long as they do have a decent record on the way out, maybe win a tournament game in their conference tournament, they've got wins over Arizona, Gonzaga, Iowa State, Kansas. Those wins pull a lot of weight with the committee.
And right now, I took a look at the ESPN experts. Right now, West Virginia would play UConn in the East and then play Duke. That's their projection right now. And out west, it would be Gonzaga against Ohio State, an 8-9 game, and they would get the 1 seed, which they think would be Tennessee right now. I don't know. I hope they both make it in, but I think they've got an uphill battle right now.
Billy, one of the signs of spring, it's not the groundhog, it's pitchers and catchers reporting.
Yes.
Pitchers and catchers have reported. Are you someone that cares and follows spring training baseball, or do you say, wake me up for the opening day?
I'm not worried about what the record is. I'm not worried about what the scores are, but I love watching spring training baseball because the sun is out, the palm trees are waving in the breeze, summer's arrived. It's my unofficial start to summer. We got to get to summer as quickly as we can. Might as well be spring training. So the pitchers and catchers report, I'm ready to go.
I love it. I love spring training baseball. It lets you know spring's right around the corner. Love to listen to the games on the radio. Are you revved up, Billy, for the Daytona 500?
How can you not be revved up? It's a great American race. It's the Super Bowl of NASCAR. Kicks off this season. You're on the huge super speedway. You're at the beach. You've got the best drivers in the world. And, yeah, I'm ready to go. I can't wait for it. I know you can't wait, especially you don't. That might be your favorite thing.
I love it.
If you admit it, if you deep down in your heart, I think you're taking over football, baseball, everything else. I think NASCAR is your deal.
I love the Daytona 500, and that's another thing that means spring's right around the corner. I've gone to the 500 once. It was fabulous. I'm going back again this year and can't wait. Billy.
Yes.
Your favorite NASCAR driver?
All time?
No, Joe Gibbs Racing because
Dale Jarrett for Joe Gibbs Racing. No. Well, I have a new favorite now because a couple of our guests that we have tonight are local guys, local ties. They work on some great teams. So right now, and Joey Logano's from Connecticut. I'm from Connecticut. I'm going to have to say Joey Logano because our guest, Mr. Seminara, is going to be on, and he's from Steubenville Big Red.
Two local NASCAR guests tonight. We've got Kevin Gladman from Caddis, Jake Seminara, former Steubenville Big Red football player, tire man for Joey Logano. Now, you like fantasy sports?
Absolutely.
Well, this year you've got your chance. You can join us. Go to NASCAR.com and search News9 Sports and Go Fantasy. So you can take on Bill and I and viewers of this show. NASCAR.com, News9 Sports and Go. Just search for that league and sign up for Fantasy NASCAR.
Now you got to watch out. The team you want to watch out for, everybody, Dad's Chicken. That's the name of the team. Mark
Dad's Chicken.
Dad's Chicken. Yeah. Dad's Chicken. Zach knows. He doesn't want any part of Dad's Chicken.
All right, time to take care of
team
some
name?
Business. Macho Man.
There you go. As it should be.
Billy, for over 40 years, Mike Nogay has used his courtroom and negotiating experience representing clients injured in serious truck and auto cases throughout the Ohio Valley. If you need representation, give Mike a call, 304-723-5711. Billy, is your bathroom
I've
or
never
home
been called Billy this much in one night.
Your bathroom or home need updated?
Absolutely.
Well, here's what you got to do. You pick up the phone, you call Steel Valley Contracting, and take advantage of their tax time refund special from now until April 15th and receive 10% off bathroom or home projects. Bathrooms backed by a lifetime warranty and quality guarantee. Call 740-346-2500 today. Time for a timeout. When we come back, talking NASCAR.
We are talking NASCAR. A couple guys with local ties. We're going to break it all down, the race, what they go through to get ready for the big race. That's all coming up on News9 Sports on the go.
We are driven to delight our customers
by offering personalized design,
quality home furnishing,
and an outstanding customer experience,
all while demonstrating
a commitment to our team members
and delivering consistent value
to our customers and team
while making them feel at home.
Our values are customer focus, quality, integrity, teamwork, history, and heritage.
Come join the Ferguson family.
Support the Ohio Valley and shop local with WTOV 9.
Hello, Ohio Valley. I'm Smitty of Smitty's Floors here to talk shop local. That's right, stay out of the big box stores and support all your local small businesses up and down the Ohio Valley. Come on into Smitty's Floors, 140 South 4th Street, downtown Steubenville, where we offer 12 months financing, interest-free financing, just like the big box stores. That's right, stop into Smitty's Floors, downtown Steubenville today and check us out.
Hey neighbor, Sean Campbell here with M&M Hardware DIY tip number 53. Doing it yourself doesn't mean doing it alone. The experts at M&M Hardware can help answer your questions and find out what you need. You can do it yourself with M&M Hardware.
The Laborers Local 809 in Steubenville, Ohio has been proudly serving the community since receiving its trades charter on April 10, 1936. We're committed to providing trained, highly skilled, and experienced craftsmen to signatory building and trades and heavy highway contractors, ensuring top-notch quality and expertise in every construction project we undertake. Beyond the job site, we actively engage with our community. Together, we're not just laborers, we're the backbone of the Ohio Valley, and we stand ready to lead and inspire. For more, visit local809.com.
Hey neighbor, Sean Campbell here with M&M Hardware DIY tip number 53. Doing it yourself doesn't mean doing it alone. The experts at M&M Hardware can help answer your questions and find out what you need. You can do it yourself with M&M Hardware.
And we are back live at Seven Ranges Entertainment. News9 Sports to the go. Don Sloan, Bill Phillips, and the Franciscan University basketball team. Big night here. There's actually a huge cornhole tournament going on.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if you like cornhole, if you're serious about playing cornhole, you come out here any Thursday night. They have a tournament every Thursday. So, and it's indoors. You can't get rained on. You're not too hot. You got the AC. It's perfect. A lot of people turn out for it every Thursday.
Let's talk NASCAR now. Qualifying last night for the Daytona 500. Daytona 500 unique. This race, all that happens in qualifying is the top two spots. The front row gets determined. The rest of the lineup gets determined tonight in the Twin 125 qualifying races, the duels, and which have yet to start. So on the front row, must be on the front row, we've got Chase Briscoe and Austin Cindric. Cindric, a former Daytona 500 winner, drives for Team Penske. Briscoe came over from Stuart Haas Racing to Joe Gibbs Racing. So a guy, somebody want a favorite? Chase Briscoe's a pretty good guy to check out. Bill, how about recent winners of the 500?
Recent winners, Don. We got William Byron. That was last year. I put my glasses on. I just can't see anything. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in 2023, 2022. Austin Cindric back on the front row. So you know he knows what he's doing if he can get out front. And you had McDowell win it in 2021, 19 and 20. Of course, COVID, all kinds of craziness. Denny Hamlin, and then Austin Dillon back in 2018. Now, the big thing is Jake Seminara, who we're going to talk to in just a little bit. We asked him where he likes to see his car, his driver, during the race, from the start to the finish. He's going to give us the inside scoop on where he wants his driver to be and how he wants that car to run.
And we'll have that here coming up shortly. Yep. Now, Denny Hamlin, 2019 and 2020, he was a back-to-back winner. He's got 3 wins. Interesting, some big names that are still chasing the checkers. They've never won the Daytona 500. Ryan Blaney, who's one of the best at Daytona. Brad Keselowski, Kyle Busch, never won the Daytona 500.
Keselowski and Busch are the ones that jump off the page for me because they've been around so long. They've been so good for so long. You figured they would get it, but then you think of Dale Earnhardt Sr. It took him so long to win it. It's a hard race to win.
And you see Chase Elliott and Kyle Larson there as well.
Chase Elliott, the most popular driver in NASCAR right now.
And when you saw the other list, this is the place more so than any sport you can have a surprise winner. A Michael McDowell, Trevor Bayne, guys like that, a Derek Cope. That can happen. The Cinderella stories can happen in the Daytona 500. So here are some super speedway sleepers. Guys that you might not be that familiar with, but are real strong on the super speedway restrictor plates. Alex Bowman, Christopher Bell, Chase Briscoe, Chris Buescher, Eric Jones, and Bubba Wallace. Bubba Wallace is very good at Daytona.
Yeah, he's run well there. And then when I look at that team and the head of the team, Michael Jordan, Hamlin, and that's a group of people that know how to win. And Bubba Wallace drives well at Daytona. I looked up as they're doing some stories on NASCAR, and Bubba Wallace and I thought, you know what? Maybe this is his weekend.
Could be.
Maybe that would be if you wanted to put a $10 bill down on it, you might be able to make some money.
Yeah.
Not that I'm encouraging gambling or wagering, but just in case.
Okay. Now, Joey Logano, the first interview we have tonight is Jake Seminara. He's a tire changer for Joey Logano. Let's take a look at the best recent Daytona 500 finishes for Logano.
Connecticut kid.
In 2023, Logano was the runner-up. He has 4th in 19, 4th in 18, a pair of 6s, and he has one Daytona 500 win. That came in 2015.
That's pretty strong.
And that Daytona 500, that's something that Jake Seminara wants. Jake Seminara from Steubenville, played defensive back for Steubenville Big Red. Been in NASCAR quite a while. He's got some impressive stats. Jake, talk about winning in the pits. Seminara, 50, Cup Series wins, 3 Cup championships, 3 Bristol Night Race wins, 3 Brickyard 400 wins, 2 wins of the Southern 500, and 2 All-Star wins.
He's won everything but the Super Bowl in NASCAR. And he's won the 3 points championships. He's got everything you could want except for Daytona. Can he get it done this year? Can Logano find the checkers? Can they get to victory lane? It would mean the world to him, and maybe this is his time.
Well, let's take a listen. Bill and I talked to Steubenville's own Jake Seminara, and here's a look at that interview.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting kind of old now, so I don't know how much more I got. But
he's getting old. He's telling us he's getting old.
What is old in tire changer years?
So I always thought I wanted to make it to age 40, so I'm getting close to that. But this will be my 20th season in the Cup Series.
Wow.
But yeah, these all 3 championships. It took a while to get the first one. It's very unique to get the first one. That was the year Kyle Busch broke his leg, and that one makes that very unique. And that was my first one. When we started 2020, I think we made the Final Four that year. That was the COVID year. And that was heartbreaking to lose that one with Joey. So actually losing that one, helped us prepare for 2022. We won that one. That was very unique. We didn't have a great season, but clicked in the playoffs. And just like last year, at one point, I didn't even think we were going to win a race. And we get to the playoffs, and Joey just finds a different gear. Everyone at Penske, they save a little bit. The cars are prepped perfectly. And, I think we won 3 out of the last 7 races or something like that. So to win the championship.
As far as the stress level in any race, but it's got to be amped up so intensely when you're in the playoffs.
Yeah, the Daytona 500 is very nerve-wracking, and the playoffs, it's like those are the 2 events, and I'd say All-Star Weekend. Those are about the couple events that we do where your nerves are about shot. But getting into those playoffs, you just everything you've done, in any sport, you prepare your whole regular season, you go through the bumps and the bruises, and when you get in the playoffs, you got to be perfect and perform. And you have one bad day, or on a football field, or one bad race, you're out and your season's over, and that's it. You sit back and watch the other people. NASCAR is a little bit different. You could be out of the playoffs and you still got to show up to the racetrack and watch everyone else compete. So it's a little bit different in that aspect.
And it may not just be one bad race. It could be one bad pit change. I mean, when it comes down to it in one of those individual races. So how do you calm yourself and just let yourself focus on what you have to do, so you don't let that moment maybe, all right, we really have to knock this out of the park on this pit change. There's, we're on the last 2 laps. We got to hit a home run right here. How do you let yourself calm and do what you have to do?
Yeah, I think experience has played a lot in that for me. My younger years, I was probably a little naive and didn't even realize the pressure that was on me. And as I kind of went through it, you get nervous. But doing it this long now, I'm not saying I don't get nervous, but I'm definitely more calm and collective. I try to stay calm for the younger guys, that are trying to follow in my footsteps. That our front tire changer is only 22 years old, so you definitely you got to be able to calm your nerves. I think that's 90% of the battle is the mental aspect of it.
Now, you've won how many Cup races do you think total?
I think my last count, I think it was right around 50 Cup races I had won.
Wow.
And
three Brickyards. You've won the Southern 500 a couple times. The night race at Bristol. You've won some big races at Charlotte, but there's one missing out there.
I know. Daytona 500. I felt like, so this will be my 19th Daytona 500. I felt like I had a chance to win about 12 of them, and probably 3 to 5 of them coming down the backstretch. I thought I was going to win. So we've been passed on the last lap. We've been wrecked in the last quarter. Until you you come around that turn 4, there's a million things that can happen. So I feel like I should have won a couple of them, but we haven't. But there's always this year.
What's the team aspect like? You watch the NFL, we watch the Super Bowl, and you see the team aspect. You see when there's a pit stop and you guys go over the wall. But on the day-to-day, what's it like in terms of being in the garage, getting ready, the training that you do to make sure the whole team is ready for a Daytona 500?
Yeah, to me, it's just like any other job or any other sport. You know, you got to take care of your own individual obligations, and that all comes together as a team. And you know, if the guys at the shop are doing what they're needing to do, and the pit crews performing like we're needing to do, and the crew chief's making the right calls, and spotter and driver, everyone's clicking. That's when the team can really come together and excel. You know, for me on a personal level, you know, if you mess up, you're not just letting the 15 guys down there on the team or the 5 guys on the pit crew. We're letting down, you know, 400 employees at Penske Racing in Mooresville, North Carolina, or, you know, Roger Penske has 70,000 employees across the globe. So it's a little bit different of a feeling. You feel like, you know, if you have a mistake, you're really letting a lot of people down, and a lot of people that are high up, management, owners, you know, stuff like that. So there's a lot of people invested, sponsors, that one little mistake could really change an outcome of a championship or a race or anything, you know.
And when it comes to Daytona, when it comes to the super speedways and Daytona 500, Team Penske's always there. I mean, now you're looking between Ryan Blaney and Joey Logano and Austin Cindric, and there were some classic battles between Brad Kay and Joey as well. Why is Team Penske so good in the Daytona 500?
I think Fords have a little bit of edge there with the motor and the aero and stuff like that. But I think we work together well as a team. Like there's, you know, they share information. Our spotters work together. Our drivers work together. There's a lot of preparation that goes into Daytona for our organization. We're always fast there, but I just think our drivers are super focused, and we're mentally prepared to go down there and try to win that every year. And I believe Blaney's the favorite this year, if I looked at something, and Joey's always up front there. So, and Cindric won there a couple of years ago. So our team is definitely, I'd say, one of the favorites to beat down there.
How's a football player from Steubenville Big Red end up being one of the longest tenured, one of the top guys as far as NASCAR tire guys, tire changers?
I really don't know. I saw a commercial on TV once which my dad took us to races when we were younger, but I saw a commercial on TV and said, you know, NASCAR tech, move to North Carolina. And I picked up the phone. I was 17 years old, and I said, that's what I'm going to go do. And I decided that's what I was going to go do. Put my head down, you know, saved up some money and moved down and did it. So I'm very fortunate and grateful that I've been able to do this and make a career and a life out of it. And I'm hoping to do it for several more years. And like I said, I'm very fortunate.
I have to ask because, you know, Charlotte area, that's the home base for basically all of the NASCAR teams and everything. So when you make that call and they say, yeah, come on down. When you first got, who's this guy from Ohio and what's he think he's going to do? Come in here. What was that like? Because you're not from that area. And most people don't think, well, a kid from Ohio is going to go down to North Carolina and find himself a spot on a NASCAR team.
Yeah. So I remember they sent out like almost like a school recruiter to come to the house. We met. I remember sitting on my porch, and he told my mom goes, what's the chances my son is going to work in NASCAR? And this guy looked at my mom and he said, probably less than 1%. And
Wow.
My mom's like, this is crazy. And I looked at my mom and I said, don't worry about it. I'll do it. And I remember my parents driving me down, and I met the right people, worked my butt off, and was able to work my way up rather quickly. And, you know, once you get there, I've had friends that they've got to the level and, you know, they couldn't do it. The pressure got to them, or too many mistakes. And, but I am very grateful and fortunate that I've been able to stay and do it for this long, and be able to stay healthy enough, and my body's held up. So if I can do this another 5-6 years, I'd love to do it, and maybe longer.
Jake Seminara, one of the good guys, and you can't help but pull for him. He's got 50 wins but he wants this Daytona 500 win so badly. And Joey Logano got to be one of the favorite Sundays. So who knows? Jake just might bring that Daytona 500 back to the Ville.
That would be absolutely outstanding. One thing we have to do before we take a timeout is do some business. Seven Ranges Entertainment, everybody. Seven Ranges Entertainment, where excitement knows no bounds in the heart of the Ohio Valley. Experience the region's premier entertainment destination, redefining fun with nonstop action and unforgettable experiences. Laborers Local 809, the Laborers Local 809, based in Steubenville, is committed to providing highly trained, skilled, and experienced craftsmen to building and trades and heavy highway contractors. Together, we're not just laborers, we are the backbone of the Ohio Valley. And we've got another Ohio Valley kid coming up in just a moment.
We sure do. When we come back, the pride of Cadis, Ohio, Kevin Gladman. He's a mechanic for Chris Buescher, the number 17 team. And Kevin's got a Daytona 500 win back in the day with Austin Dillon. We'll be back after this.
The Ohio Valley's hottest event venue invites you to come as a corporation and leave as a team. With rooms to accommodate parties large and small, catering provided by the Goat House, 8 axe throwing lanes, 12 bowling lanes, multiple meeting rooms, over 150 arcade games, 2 bars with the Ohio Valley's finest patio, 9 holes of mini golf. We put the team back in teamwork. Call Jesse at 740-346-3156 to unleash the fun with your team.
Hi, my name's Mike Nogay. For over 40 years, I've been using my courtroom and negotiating experience on behalf of clients injured in serious truck and auto accident cases throughout the Ohio Valley. When I take your case, you meet with me personally, not with a paralegal or associate. I give clients my cell phone number for weekend and evening emergencies. So level the playing field with big insurance companies and give me a call at my office in Weirton.
Does your bathroom or home need updating? Or do you know someone who has one that does? Let me tell you about Steel Valley Contracting's Refer a Friend program, where you can receive up to 5% cash back on any completed project referred to Steel Valley Contracting. Our bathrooms are backed by a lifetime warranty and a quality guarantee. Plus, we have in-house financing available for all home projects. Let us make your renovation dreams a reality. Call Steel Valley Contracting today. Steel Valley Contracting, part of the Cedar One Group.
Enjoy a new view of News 9 everywhere you go. Dinner with friends gets better with cooking up a storm. Seeking an adventure? There's always something to explore with the Wheeling Feeling. No matter if you're curious about breaking news or getting jacked up about the start of high school sports, reward your curiosity. News 9 is everywhere you are on every device. Experience more, know more with News 9 and the content you crave. On demand.
And welcome back, everybody, to Seven Ranges Entertainment. It is News 9 Sports on the go. I'm Bill Phillips with the one and only Nacho Man, Don Sloan. We've got the basketball team from Franciscan University. They're anxiously awaiting their sports challenge. We are going to have a competition in throwing axes. They've never done that before. I've never done that before. Should be interesting. We'll see what happens. But, Don, interesting is how about another local guy from Cadis that's going to be at the 500, and he's one of the top mechanics in the world, and he's putting together a ride for his guy to win it on Sunday.
Well, Kevin Gladman has had one heck of a NASCAR career, working his way up through the ranks. Started off, he was in the Cheerios team years ago with Ty Dillon. The one thing Kevin's been doing, Kevin Gladman, this guy's been cranking out the wins. And we take a look back, 2017 with Austin Dillon winning one of the big ones, the Coke 600. 2018, that's when he got that Daytona 500 win with Austin Dillon. Then he hooked up with Chris Buescher, and I'll tell you what, Chris Buescher has been red hot. Buescher winning at Richmond at the Bristol Night Race in 2022. That was their first win together. Then Buescher, great streak in 23, winning at Richmond, Michigan, and the Daytona Night Race. Last year, some near misses for this team. They did pick up one win. It was at Watkins Glen. And Buescher, a guy to keep an eye on. Sunday in the Daytona 500. He is very good at Daytona. Last year, 10th in the night race, and 23, first. He won the night race. Then the 23, fourth in the 500. He's also third and fifth in the 500 in 2020 and 2018. So this team is Roush, Fenway, Kozlowski Racing, Jack Roush, Brad Kozlowski, Fenway Sports Group that Chris Buescher drives for. And I tell you, our man Kevin Gladman, a mechanic on that team, and they're a team to keep an eye out for.
Absolutely. We had the opportunity to speak with Kevin just a little bit earlier today, and we talked about the big weekend, how he's going to prep for the race, how he gets his team ready, and how they may win the 500.
It was so awesome to be a part of that team. Austin drove his butt off on that last couple laps to make it happen. But it's like I tell people when they ask, well, what's it like to win it? I said, well, about the only thing that compares, that actually beats that was the birth of your own child. So like my fiance and I just had our first little girl about 2 months ago. So that's the only feeling that's beat the Daytona 500 win was that. So.
Well, what is that like when you're prepping for the race? Because that's what you have some events coming up before the race on Sunday. But as you're getting for that race, how focused are you, and what's that like making sure that everything's just right? Because I would imagine once the race starts and you can't control the car anymore, a little nerve-wracking, make sure that everything's exactly the way it should be.
Yeah, the details, man. That's the biggest thing with the super speedway racing is every little detail matters. So, I mean, like all the way down to the, waxing the car, make sure it's clean, make sure nothing's got little dings, dents in it. It's just mind all your P's and Q's, do everything you can, like control what you can control, right? Because when you're out there, especially with this cut style racing, plate racing, there's so much out of your control. So if you're one of the few cars at the end of the track, the end of the race, that's got maybe a little bit of damage or none, you have a very good chance of pulling a win off if you can get somebody to help push you. You know what I mean? That's the other thing is having teammates or somebody that's willing to help you go to the front. But yeah, it's to your point. It's very detail oriented. Just relax, do your job. Control what you can control.
And you're with RFK Racing and Jack Roush, Brad Keselowski. So Roush, Fenway, Keselowski Racing. Some changes over the winter. A big one is adding that third team and bringing in Ryan Preece. And I think that's definitely going to help you guys to have three teammates. I mean, you see it with Penske on the super speedways with Cindric and Blaney and Logano. But now you've got Brad Keselowski, who's obviously great on restrictor plates. You've also got Ryan Preece and Chris Buescher. So what does it mean adding that third team?
It means a lot. I mean, it's already paid off for the Clash race up there in Winston-Salem. We raced Bowman Gray. Like people who follow the sport and things that have happened, like know that RFK has struggled historically at these quarter miles bull rings, right? So when we went out there at the Clash in LA, we never made a show for the past 2 or 3 years. Like we haven't made the main event. Well, we came down to qualifying. Priest got out of the car and says, man, because he qualified first. He said, I just think we're too high on air or whatever. And we adjusted off of what he said. And we went out there and sat on the pole in our heat and won the heat. So, I mean, that going from not making the main to winning the heat to running up front in the top 5 for most of the race for the main event was huge. So, and then just the other personnel that it allowed us to get from other, places, because people move around in the off season. That's why we call it silly season. But just the knowledge and the people. I mean, people are your main ingredient on a race team. So having that, and then also the added sponsorship, it helps. Like with us pulling Kroger was amazing. Like it's been great to see. Obviously, because I'm from the Valley. Kroger was other than a couple other places are about the only places you really shop in the Valley. So
absolutely,
yeah, it's been amazing having them on board, and everybody's really excited. Everybody's working really well together. That's another cool thing is you bring all these other people in that haven't been in the atmosphere of RFK, and it's just been like a seamless transition. So I think this year you're going to see a lot of big things from RFK.
When did this dream, I guess, become a reality for you? When did you put that together? Like, hey, I'm moving to NASCAR country, and I'm going to work on some of the best cars in the world. Where's that come from, and how did that all come together?
Man, that's kind of a long story, but
that's okay. We got time.
Growing up, I've always been into racing. So like I grew up racing motocross and riding dirt bikes and a bunch of other stuff like that. So then I just took a liking to working on them just as much as I did riding them. So I originally wanted to go and become a motocross bike mechanic because I knew I didn't have the talent to be able to go pro, racing them. So,
yeah.
But then I got to look at it, like some of the things on like their travel time and like if their rider gets hurt, you don't have a backup rider, you're basically out of work kind of thing. So it was just kind of a risky deal. And then I got into college. I went to University of Northwestern Ohio in Lima, and I took automotive, high performance, diesel mechanics, and I got an associate's degree. And they had a motorsports team there, and the students drive, build, like everything about the car. They had 4 street stocks, 4 dirt UMP modifieds. Well, they go to Volusia County Speedway for the Gator Nationals during Speed Weeks of Daytona. And they put their upperclassmen on Kenny Wallace, Kenny Schrader's, Austin and Ty Dillon's cars. And then the other guys that are there, they take care of the school's cars and race them. They put me on Ty Dillon's car, like I think it was my senior year. Yeah, it was my senior year there. And one thing led to another. Next thing I know, I'm having a few adult beverages with the higher ups there. And then I came back to the Valley after I got out of college and was working one day and got a phone call. And they're like, hey, you want to come down and work on our test team, our R&D team? I said, absolutely. Give me 2 weeks. And then I literally didn't know where I was going to live until about 2 hours into the trip. I was like, I probably ought to look for an apartment. So I just started looking, found a place, and we pulled in there and unloaded my stuff and worked at RCR for about 7 years. Then I went to Gibbs for a year on the Xfinity team there on the 18. And then I got out of the sport for 3 years, went back to the Valley. And then one of my buddies that I worked with on the 3 car, he's the car chief on Chris Buescher's car. He sweet talked me into coming back down. So I was like, all right, fine, whatever. So I twisted my arm hard enough, which didn't take much. And,
I tell you what, I would jump in here. My man's got some talent because when, he sweet talked me back into it. He left the business. They said, we need you in our business. We need you in our sport. That is a tremendous compliment. And what was the family like when you first told them, hey, I'm going down to North Carolina to do this?
Oh, they were proud. My dad, I'm pretty sure he was following me down, and he called me and he told me that he was real proud and stuff like that. I could tell he was choking up.
Speaking of luck, and we can touch on this quickly, the Buckeye that you stuck in that car.
Mm-hmm.
Tell us that story about a young guy in the fan zone gives you this Buckeye. You kind of slipped it into the car, and it's still there in the Daytona in the Children's Museum.
Yes, I believe it's still in there, unless they pulled stuff out of it. But I know Richard likes to leave things the way they are and put them away. So, it was race morning, cruising around, just checking things out, and some kid flagged me down, and he had a 3 hat on. So I went up there and talked to him. He's like, hey, will you put this in the car? Because the 3 car with Dale Sr. had a history, like when he won the 500, he had that lucky penny. Well, we had a lucky penny in there. I'm not saying that wasn't the deal, because a kid also gave Austin a penny, and he had our interior guy put it in there. But this was cool because once this kid handed me a Buckeye, I said, where are you from in Ohio? He said, I believe he said Akron. I said, really? I said, I'm from like 45 minutes south of you in Ohio. So like I talked to his dad for a minute or whatever. I said, yeah, I'll go put it in the car. So I slipped it down in the radio pouch, knowing that, it's down there deep. Like no one's going to notice it and pull it out. Right. So I didn't say anything to anybody, just stuck it in there. And then after the race, when we were doing teardown and all that stuff, I looked in there and made sure it was still in the pouch, and it was. So that was pretty cool.
And I've got 2 Buckeyes I'm taking to Daytona with me.
Okay.
One for Chris Buescher and one for my man.
There
Kevin
you go.
Gladman. So
All right.
we'll see what happens.
I like it.
And Kevin, a great guy. We wish him the best in the Daytona 500. You can see the race here on Fox 9 Sunday at 2:30, the Daytona 500. And Bill and I love challenges. Join the News9 Sports Go, NASCAR.com Fantasy NASCAR League and put your wits against ours as far as picking the Daytona 500 this week and races throughout the year.
Little business to do before we take a timeout. M&M Hardware, shop local at M&M Hardware for all of your spring cleaning needs. You can shop local at Smitty's Floors. Shop local, Ohio Valley, and stay out of those box stores. Support local mom and pop shops like Smitty's Floor, 140 South 4th Street, downtown Steubenville. You'll be glad you did. And Ferguson's House of Furniture, right here. Oh, what a comfortable couch. What a set we have. This is awesome. Ferguson's House of Furniture is driven to delight our customers by offering personalized design, quality home furnishings, and an outstanding customer experience, Don.
You've got work to do. The sports challenge is up next. The basketball players taking on Bill.
They've been standing around long enough. Time to go and have a challenge.
And Bill, you want to pass those waffle fries over?
You can take them while I
a
go
little
over
break.
Coax.
The waffle fries, unbelievable. We'll be back after this.
We are driven
to delight our customers
by offering personalized design,
Quality home furnishing,
and an outstanding customer experience.
All while demonstrating
the commitment to our team members
and delivering consistent value
to our customers and team
while making them feel at home.
Our values are customer focus, quality, integrity, teamwork, history, and heritage.
Come join the Ferguson family.
Support the Ohio Valley and shop local with WTOV 9.
Hello, Ohio Valley. I'm Smitty's Floors here to talk shop local. That's right, stay out of the big box stores and support all your local small businesses up and down the Ohio Valley. Come on into Smitty's Floors, 140 South 4th Street, downtown Steubenville, where we offer 12-month financing, interest-free financing, just like the big box stores. That's right, stop into Smitty's Floors, downtown Steubenville today and check us out.
Hey neighbor, Sean Campbell here with M&M Hardware DIY tip number 53. Doing it yourself doesn't mean doing it alone. The experts at M&M Hardware can help answer your questions and find out what you need. You can do it yourself with M&M Hardware.
The Laborers Local 809 in Steubenville, Ohio, has been proudly serving the community since receiving its trades charter on April 10, 1936. We're committed to providing trained, highly skilled, and experienced craftsmen to signatory building and trades and heavy highway contractors, ensuring top-notch quality and expertise in every construction project we undertake. Beyond the job site, we actively engage with our community. Together, we're not just laborers, we're the backbone of the Ohio Valley, and we stand ready to lead and inspire. For more, visit local809.com.
Hey neighbor, Sean Campbell here with M&M Hardware DIY tip number 53. Doing it yourself doesn't mean doing it alone. The experts at M&M Hardware can help answer your questions and find out what you need. You can do it yourself with M&M Hardware.
Welcome back to Seven Ranges Entertainment at the Fort Steuben Mall in Steubenville, Ohio. Right now we're getting ready for the sports challenge. The Franciscan University Barons basketball team against me in axe throwing. Nobody has any experience. I'm not sure how this is going to go, but let's go and figure out how we're going to do this. All right, let's go. Come on, Cam. All right, so do I get a teammate? Who's my teammate? Who do I get? Me and you. We're taking these guys on. What's your name?
Let's get it.
What's your name?
Carl.
Carl, all right, let's go, Carl. Carl and Bill are taking you guys down. All right, you guys get to go first. All right, so Cam's gonna get in there. You guys go first. First time out. I don't. Me and you, we're in this together. Yes, please. Hold up. Oh. How many throws do they got? Ooh, southpaw. All right. So we go now? All right, on the same one or over here? All right. Wait, I didn't get your name. What's your name?
Derek.
Dirk? Malachi. All right, Dirk and Malachi, you guys are about to go down. Bill, Carl, right?
Yeah.
All right, Carl, you want to go first? You want me to go? You go first.
I'll go first.
All right. Wait, whoa. He's never done this before. I'm going to stand back over here. Yeah. Oh, all right. Hey, it's stuck. All right, everybody. Why is the bullseye way over there? All right. Cam, there's a lot of pressure on here. They get the bullseye. They move the bullseye over there. I don't know. All right, here we go. All right, we get another round. All right, we lost that round. We'll swap you guys out. 3 out, 3 in. Who's coming in? Who's going with me? Where's Coach Wallace? Where's Coach Wallace? Me and Coach against you. Let's go. All right. Yeah. So who do we going against, Coach?
Right here.
Travis Zimmer's in, and who?
Travis Zimmerman. We got Wheeling Boy in here.
Okay. All right. And Anthony. Travis and Anthony. Coach Wallace and Bill against Travis and Anthony. You guys get to go first.
All right, let's do it.
Now, Coach, while they're throwing. Nothing. You guys have a big game this Saturday against Westminster. You guys are 13-9.
Yes.
You guys are having a nice season, but this is a big one.
It's big now. We're at crunch time.
Okay.
3 left, and we're playing for playoff positioning.
All right. So playoff positioning for the Barons this weekend against Westminster. 3 o'clock on the road if you want to make a road trip.
Yep, and then we're back home on Wednesday.
All right.
Waynesburg at 7:30, and then we finish off in Geneva next Saturday.
You guys have a beautiful facility, so come out on Wednesday night, check out the Barons. All right, Coach, we just have to get 1 point.
Oh, just 1 point?
Yeah, they didn't make it. Oh! Come on, Coach.
Now the pressure's
on. No. Now what would if Coach if one of you guys missed a free throw in a big drill in practice, what would Coach have you do? Oh, I put the push-ups. Coach, we need some push-ups. Let's go, Coach. Push-ups. Give me 10.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right. But wait, I know this. Coach would say, all right, you put in the work, you get another opportunity. He's got to come up. All right, Coach, we're counting on you. Let's go. Yeah!
We won, right?
We won.
Yeah, get out of here.
All right. Hey, everybody, that is the sports challenge for this week. Axe throwing with the Barons of Franciscan University. Now, remember, they have a big game on the road Saturday against Westminster, 3 o'clock. They're 13-9. They're primed for a playoff run. Big performance. They get a win on Saturday, then they come home Wednesday against who, Coach?
We got
Waynesburg. Oh, come on. Waynesburg's in trouble. Waynesburg's in trouble. Anybody from Waynesburg that's watching this, you're in trouble. Because the Barons are coming for you. Waynesburg, Wednesday night at Franciscan University. Wednesday night, come see the Barons take on Waynesburg. Destroy Waynesburg. Yeah. All right, everybody. Let's take a timeout. We'll be back with more on News 9 Sports on the go. Coach, thank you.
Now that looks like a lot of fun, and fun is what we're all about. We're about sports talk, food, fun, and games. And we almost ran out of food. My man Rich had to bring more, but we'll talk about that shortly because we ate our food too quick. With Seven Ranges Entertainment, all about food, fun, and games, where excitement knows no bounds in the heart of the Ohio Valley. Experience the region's premier entertainment destination, redefining fun with nonstop action and unforgettable experiences. The Labor's Local 809, based in Steubenville, is committed to providing highly trained, skilled, and experienced craftsmen to building and trades and heavy highway contractors. Together, we're not just laborers, we are the backbone of the Ohio Valley. This is News 9 Sports on the go.
The Ohio Valley's hottest event venue invites you to come as a corporation and leave as a team. With rooms to accommodate parties large and small, catering provided by the Goat House, 8 axe throwing lanes, 12 bowling lanes, multiple meeting rooms, over 150 arcade games, 2 bars with the Ohio Valley's finest patio, 9 holes of mini golf. We put the team back in teamwork. Call Jesse at 740-346-3156 to unleash the fun with your team.
Hi, my name's Mike Nogay. For over 40 years, I've been using my courtroom and negotiating experience on behalf of clients injured in serious truck and auto accident cases throughout the Ohio Valley. When I take your case, you meet with me personally, not with a paralegal or associate. I give clients my cell phone number for weekend and evening emergencies. So level the playing field with big insurance companies and give me a call at my office in Weirton.
Does your bathroom or home need updating? Or do you know someone who has one that does? Let me tell you about Steel Valley Contracting's Refer a Friend program, where you can receive up to 5% cash back on any completed project referred to Steel Valley Contracting. Our bathrooms are backed by a lifetime warranty and a quality guarantee. Plus, we have in-house financing available for all home projects. Let us make your renovation dreams a reality. Call Steel Valley Contracting today. Steel Valley Contracting, part of the Cedar One Group.
Enjoy a new view of News 9 everywhere you go. Dinner with friends gets better with cooking up a storm. Seeking an adventure? There's always something to explore with the Wheeling Feeling. No matter if you're curious about breaking news or getting jacked up about the start of high school sports, reward your curiosity. News 9 is everywhere you are on every device. Experience more, know more with News 9 and the content you crave on demand.
1 hour to play.
And welcome back live to Seven Ranges Entertainment. This is the 5th week of News9 Sports on the go. And the food's been great. I mean, we had ribs. We had Cajun chicken pasta.
I'm gonna try this.
You name it. But we've never had a food emergency. And tonight, they brought the food out 2 segments before the food segment. The problem is you can't do the food segment without the food. And Billy and I killed these waffle potato. What are they called? Sweet potato. Quiet.
You killed them.
Yeah. Billy and I,
really good.
Billy and I
They're
just
really
killed
good. He killed them.
these sweet potato waffle fries. They were so good that we had to do an extra order and bring our man Rich back from the kitchen. Rich, these things are phenomenal.
Listen, so we have sweet potato lattice fry, and then we have
Push the mic up a little. There you go.
There we go. So we got sweet potato lattice fry with our homemade sweet sauce. That's about your 6th side of your sweet sauce that you've inhaled over there.
There's a lot of calories in this, right?
No, not at all.
No?
Yes, there is.
Well, there you go.
I was
I'm
helping
eating
you.
healthy. What's in this? Because
I can't do that because if I tell you
Well,
that, then everybody's going to have
There's
it.
cinnamon in it.
There is cinnamon.
It's
A little honey.
Brown sugar.
Brown sugar. Okay,
Brown
well,
sugar.
brown sugar.
I mean, sweet, but not too sweet.
No, it's
and
nice.
there's a little fun kick in it. So
Oh, yeah.
cinnamon, honey,
There's a little bit of a lot of things.
and a whole lot of good.
Yeah.
Now, here you go, Don. If you want to feel healthy about it, bake a sweet potato and just drizzle that on there a little bit.
We actually have baked potatoes here as well. So you get that.
We had those one night.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, enough of the waffle fries.
Yeah.
If you have an opportunity, order the buffalo chicken wrap.
Yep.
Fantastic.
Buffalo chicken wrap. You can get
Fantastic.
fried or grilled.
You know what? I'm so into the waffle fries, I didn't even notice the buffalo
Yeah.
chicken wrap. And that looked
Watch
just as
Watch
good.
the pick in there.
It's
That
good.
I don't want you to
It's
like.
really
I don't want to do that.
Yeah, hold it together.
That's healthy too, right?
It is.
That's what I want.
Oh yeah.
I want healthy, low calorie, low carb food. Anyway,
Really? Wait.
So the
wait.
restaurant-
We're at Seven Ranges having fun, and you're worried about
Absolutely.
calories. And, come on, stop it.
but the restaurant is the Goat House Restaurant.
Yes.
If you want to go into the Goat House,
Good stuff.
hours, days, operation, fill us in.
Yeah, so absolutely. So we are closed Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday, Thursday, Sunday, 11 to 10. Our kitchen is open. Extra hour for the bar. And then on Friday, Saturday, kitchen closes at 11. Bar is open till 1 a.m.
All right, so what we're going to do while Don has more waffle fries and I get another taste of this buffalo wrap, Thank you very much.
Absolutely.
As always.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Looking forward to next week's
How
meeting.
tough are you?
I'm as soft as a teddy bear.
All right, he's
Well,
out for the tough man contest.
When we come back, we're talking to the man that runs the Tough Man contest. It's going to be this weekend in Wheeling and West Bank Arena. And they always ask, who's the toughest man and woman in the Ohio
We'll
Valley?
find out.
We know it's not Rich.
No,
we know
I'm a lover.
tougher than those waffle fries you are, Don. Hey, we're going to take a time out. We're back with more right after this.
We're wrapping this up. Let's go.
We are driven to delight our customers
by offering personalized design,
Quality home furnishing,
and an outstanding customer experience.
All while demonstrating
The commitment to our team members.
and delivering consistent value.
To our customers and team,
While making them feel at home.
Our values are customer focus, quality, integrity, teamwork, history, and heritage.
Come join the Ferguson family.
Support the Ohio Valley and shop local with WTOV 9.
Hello, Ohio Valley. I'm Smitty at Smitty's Floors here to talk shop local. That's right, stay out of the big box stores and support all your local small businesses up and down the Ohio Valley. Come on into Smitty's Floors, 140 South 4th Street, downtown Steubenville, where we offer 12 months financing, interest-free financing, just like the big box stores. That's right, stop into Smitty's Floors, downtown Steubenville today and check us out.
Hey neighbor, Sean Campbell here with M&M Hardware DIY tip number 53. Doing it yourself doesn't mean doing it alone. The experts at M&M Hardware can help answer your questions and find out what you need. You can do it yourself with M&M Hardware.
The Laborers Local 809 in Steubenville, Ohio, has been proudly serving the community since receiving its trades charter on April 10, 1936. We're committed to providing trained, highly skilled, and experienced craftsmen to signatory building and trades and heavy highway contractors, ensuring top-notch quality and expertise in every construction project we undertake. Beyond the job site, we actively engage with our community. Together, we're not just laborers, we're the backbone of the Ohio Valley, and we stand ready to lead and inspire. For more, visit local809.com.
Hey neighbor, Sean Campbell here with M&M Hardware DIY tip number 53. Doing it yourself doesn't mean doing it alone. The experts at M&M Hardware can help answer your questions and find out what you need. You can do it yourself with M&M Hardware.
All right, everybody, welcome back to Seven Ranges Entertainment at the Fort Steuben Mall in Steubenville. It is News 9 Sports on the go. I am Bill Phillips. He is the Nacho Man, Don Sloan. He is very, very busy getting into his buffalo chicken wrap and waffle flies. But you know what? We're worried this weekend about who's the toughest man or woman in the Ohio Valley. We're going to find out at West Bank Arena in Wheeling, and we get a preview of the big event from Jerry Thomas, the promoter.
Those. And we're doing a special promotion called Are You Tough Enough for Love? And we're running some promos on social media, and basically we're having couples apply, and we have a committee, and we're gonna select one couple who are ready to take the next step in their relationship and propose in the ring on Friday night. And we're going to provide the ring, and we're going to provide dinner for two and ringside seats or 4 seats for that couple. Only one, just one couple, and they're going to make kind of a lifetime unforgettable experience by having the proposal. And I'm not sure if it's going to be, the potential bride or the potential groom who is going to make the proposal. We're going to leave that up to them.
Why is Wheeling and West Bank Arena such a perfect fit for the Tough Man?
I thought about this for a long time, and of course had this discussion many times over the years, and I came to the conclusion that Wheeling in the Ohio Valley for 100 years or more, actually over 100 years. Doug Huff looked it up one time. We did the World Tough Man Heavyweight Championships in Wheeling back in the mid 80s, actually 40 years ago, 85. And we were having a press conference one day at the arena, and we were talking about, it was the World Championship, and it might have been the first one ever in the Valley. And Doug was there, and Doug looked it up, and it turns out that there was a world heavyweight title fight held on a barge on the Ohio River, because prize fighting was not legal. This is in the, I think, 1890 or so, and it was actually held on the bars because it wasn't legal, of course, in West Virginia and in that part of the country. But flash forward, I think that boxing and fighting events over the years, and again, spanning a century now, have been very popular in the Valley. And I think a lot of it has to do with the fact there are a lot of blue collar workers in the Valley, a lot of tough people with hard jobs, and coal miners, steel mills, and all the other blue collar occupations, truck drivers, and then people that work on the river, of course. And I think that part of it, and the fact that boxing was so popular and it drew people from those occupations, I think, and demographics into the ring, that that's I think been a big part of it. And then the other part of it, of course, Tough Man came along, I think, at a good time. The very first Tough Man contest was actually held in Wheeling in 1980, and ever since the inception of Tough Man in Wheeling, which it's always been an interesting and a different type of a boxing event or fighting event, combat sports, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's been called many things over the years, but when you get right down to it, it's one-on-one. There's a referee in the ring, but it's a one-on-one, man versus man, woman versus woman, fighting competition.
Speaking of fans, are there any favorites that you know of going into this year's event? And then how can fans, as we wrap things up, get tickets? Sure. Are there still tickets available? Is it sold out? What's the situation?
No, there are still good seats available. And one thing about the Ohio Valley, people wait till the last minute, and there'll be a lot of people that will wait until Friday and or Saturday night to buy their tickets at the gate or at the box office when they arrive, which is fine. And tickets are very reasonably priced, $25 to start, $30 for reserve seating. And you can get them very easily. You can go to westbancoarena.com or wvtoughman.com. There are links on both websites to the ticket order page. And you can order your tickets now. Of course, you can order them on your phone, bring your receipt on your phone, and it'll be scanned at the door, and you're in for the event.
The Tough Man contest in Wheeling this weekend. We have a preview for you. You can still get your tickets. One of the things we need to do is talk some business like we did with the tickets for the Tough Man. Mike Nogay Law. For over 40 years, Mike Nogay has used his courtroom and negotiating experience representing clients injured in serious truck and auto cases throughout the Ohio Valley. If you need representation, give him a call today at 304-723-5711. Steel Valley Contracting. Does your bathroom or home need an update? Call Steel Valley Contracting and take advantage of their tax time refund special from now until April 15th to receive 10% off bathroom or home projects. Bathrooms are backed up by a lifetime warranty and quality guarantee. Call 740-346-2500 today. You know who you call when you want to have the pick from the Super Bowl? This guy, Scott Campbell. He is the M&M lock. Just ask him. He'll tell you about it coming up next on News9 Sports on the Go.
The Ohio Valley's hottest event venue invites you to come as a corporation and leave as a team. With rooms to accommodate parties large and small, catering provided by the Goat House, 8 axe throwing lanes, 12 bowling lanes, multiple meeting rooms, over 150 arcade games, 2 bars with the Ohio Valley's finest patio, 9 holes of mini golf. We put the team back in teamwork. Call Jesse at 740-346-3156 to unleash the fun with your team.
Hi, my name's Mike Nogay. For over 40 years, I've been using my courtroom and negotiating experience on behalf of clients injured in serious truck and auto accident cases throughout the Ohio Valley. When I take your case, you meet with me personally, not with a paralegal or associate. I give clients my cell phone number for weekend and evening emergencies. So level the playing field with big insurance companies and give me a call at my office in Weirton.
Does your bathroom or home need updating, or do you know someone who has one that does? Let me tell you about Steel Valley Contracting's Refer a Friend program, where you can receive up to 5% cash back on any completed project referred to Steel Valley Contracting. Our bathrooms are backed by a lifetime warranty and a quality guarantee. Plus, we have in-house financing available for all home projects. Let us make your renovation dreams a reality. Call Steel Valley Contracting today. Steel Valley Contracting, part of the Cedar One Group.
Enjoy a new view of News 9 everywhere you go. Dinner with friends gets better with cooking up a storm. Seeking an adventure? There's always something to explore with the Wheeling Feeling. No matter if you're curious about breaking news or getting jacked up about the start of high school sports, reward your curiosity. News 9 is everywhere you are on every device. Experience more, know more with News 9 and the content you crave. On demand.
Well, you know, Bill, here we go. Be quiet. What? There comes a time when there's only one spotlight, and the spotlight should only shine on one person, and there's not enough to go around. When you have the domination that this man has, Scott Campbell.
Yes, sir.
You know,
Whoa. Are we allowed to sit on the couch?
Well, we had to give him his moment, his aura.
Okay. Now we can sit down.
We're just hoping his aura comes around on us. We started this M&M Hardware Locks of the Week, a fun thing where Billy and I could show our expertise and be able to make these predictions that were on the spot and dead on. Thing is, the first week we thought, for fun, let's let Scott Campbell on, and he can make a pick, just for fun. No, he comes on, makes picks, he's dead on. Week 1, beginner's luck, it's a fluke. No, week 2, Scott Campbell again, dead on.
He's laying it on.
Then he starts. He's got a
what the lock state
and a lock and so forth. So last week we thought we had him because when he made the Super Bowl pick, I chuckled inside. I'm like, there's no way. That is a ridiculous pick. There's no way. I mean, I left, Bill. You and I both picked the Chiefs. Same score.
Oh, yeah.
I left.
Yeah.
I left feeling sorry for this man. I thought, how embarrassing to make such a ridiculous, uninformed, ill-advised pick. Well, let's show the numbers because the numbers don't lie.
There they are.
And
there they are.
Somehow, some way, your local hardware man is like the guru of gurus, the picker of pickers. The locksmith of all locks.
Yep.
He got the game right, but what points total? You went
38-26.
And that was what?
40 to 22.
20 to 2.
Yeah.
So we bound out to you. But Scott, before Don lays it on any thicker,
he's laying it on.
Give us your secret for your pick for Kansas City and Philadelphia, the Super Bowl pick that was so good.
Just all guts. It was. I don't know anybody. I just thought that the Eagles, it was time. I always remember Reno Suckutt says either be humble or get humbled. And I was watching the Chiefs, and they weren't humble at all.
Okay.
And the Eagles went about business. And Saquon Barkley, even though he didn't have like the ultimate game, the Chiefs didn't have anything other than they shut him down. And everybody else ran loose.
And that's funny.
And that was the way I thought it was going to happen.
Shut him down. He had 57 receiving yards and 40 rushing yards, whatever it was.
Yeah.
Okay. So we need to wrap this thing up, but we have to make our picks for the Daytona 500.
Yeah. Here's one thing, Bill.
Yeah.
You have to get to Daytona.
It's a good thing football season's over because I'm telling you what's going to happen is next fall you're going to have people coming into the hardware store.
Oh, yeah. They're going to take shots at you.
And they're going to be buying a hammer just so they can talk to you and get your picks. People are going to be coming to you to get their picks.
They're going to look for you.
So, anyway.
You're the guy.
Daytona 500 this weekend.
Now we're going to my neck of the woods.
Oh, here we go.
My bailiwick.
Yeah.
We're going to pick the Daytona 500.
Yeah.
And I'm going with a guy that's never won the 500, that's awesome at Daytona. He's always up in there. I'm going with Flying Ryan Blaney.
All right. Scott, who do you have?
I got Blaney. As my number one pick.
Oh.
Come on, you got that earlier today. I got Blaney.
You guys
that's my first pick.
No. You guys can
who's
stop
one
talking.
and who's two?
You guys can stop talking. You know why?
Why?
I feel really good about my pick right now because last week Don and I picked the same team, the same score, and you won. I'm out here on an island by myself. I'm feeling really good about Joey Logano and Jake Seminara, the Big Red alum, to get his first Daytona 500.
Remember to, okay, all good picks.
Yeah.
Those guys will be running up there along with Austin Cindric. But there's always, since Daytona, more than any other sporting event, somebody comes out of nowhere where it could be a Ryan Preece or a Chase Briscoe. Briscoe won the pole, so I can't really go there. But it might be a Ryan Preece or somebody come out of nowhere and win it.
Now, here's the thing that I would really like to see in this race. A dry, rain-free race. Get it all in one day and just have a great, sensational finish. That would be perfect because you'd be watching it on Fox 9. It starts at 2:30 with the coverage. Fox 9, Daytona 500. Make sure you check it out on Fox 9. And, of course, we had our picks now on News9 Sports on the go. The man with the lock around his neck, he went with Blaney. Don went with Blaney.
The lock's no good without the key.
All right, we have to say so long. You know why?
Because it's the end of the show.
You need to go to bed.
Oh,
and you need to drive to Daytona.
I got to go.
He's going to Daytona.
Oh, yes.
Tonight. He's going to the big race. All right, everybody. So I'm Bill Phillips. He's Scott Campbell. He is the one and only Nacho Man, Don Sloan. For everybody on the News 9 team, WTOV 9 team, you have Jordan, producer extraordinaire, back at the studio. We want to say thank you. Have a great weekend. Enjoy the Great American Race, the Super Bowl of NASCAR, the Daytona 500 on Fox 9 Sunday. Have a great weekend, everybody. 2 rules. Have fun and always try your best.